12 minutes now after the hour. Every time you see Kamala Harris speak, you wonder, can things get worse? The answer continues to be yes. She seems totally out of her depth in almost every other issue, especially when she has to ad-lib and talk from the heart or extemporaneously about the issues she should have thoroughly digested. This on the heels of news that she lost her 10th staffer who thought, there's got to be something better for me to do.
Yeah, the 10th staffer quit Kamala's office. She's the latest to resign. She was her national secretary advisor. You can see there on the screen all the people that have quit over the last, it's been a little bit more than a year since she became our vice president. This lady's name is Nancy McEldowney, and she will be replaced by her deputy. Said she had to step down to focus on some pressing personal matters.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what that is, but, you know, with the latest Harris staff shakeup, there have been these well-publicized stories in the Washington Post and Politico about how hard she is to work for. Brian, you alluded to, you know, what's she talking about? This particular woman who just left, who is going to be replaced by her deputy, she was the woman who went with her as her national security advisor when she was down in Central America. And she's talking to Lester Holt, and Lester, she's saying, you know, we've been to the border, and Lester Holt said, you haven't been to the border. And then she said, inexplicably, well, I haven't been to Europe either. You know, it's not uncommon for a staff member to leave after the first year, but given the fact that there are so many, and she's gotten so much bad publicity, and one of the things that is not helping her is when she actually says things that people start scratching their head over. Here she is yesterday in Sunset, Louisiana, talking about the significance of the passage of time. See if you can follow this logic.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
Somebody should come up with a drinking game where every time she says passage of time, you take a shot. Right. I think there were 4 or 5 passages of time during that short passage of time.
It reminds me of, we'll circle back on that, Jin Saki.
There's a lot of circling back.
Evidently, there's a book coming out that talks about the friction between the vice president and the president, especially their office. One thing they talk about is how unorganized it is, not unlike her Senate office. There was high expectations when she was appointed senator and then won election, and evidently she was never organized, never got herself together with a message, and she's brought that magic to the vice president's office.
Maybe she needs a teleprompter.
Right.
Well,
who knows how that'll go?
Well, we do know that apparently the #1 website she's looking at is Indeed, because she's looking for staff members. She's got another opening, although it sounds like it's already been filled.